Jamestown, New York.
Thanks very much. First time here. It's awesome.
What was the most difficult thing for you, Richard, as far as, you were a skater yourself, you had success as a skater, then at some point you decide, I'm getting into the coaching world. Was there a tipping point there?
Well, actually there was for me, because after my own competitions, my competitive career, I joined ice shows, and I was with the ice shows for 7 years. I traveled the U.S., Europe, the Far East, the Middle East, and it was a wonderful experience. But I met my wife in the shows, and after a while it was time to settle down, and we wanted to have a family.
What's the toughest thing? You were getting instruction for many, many years, and all of a sudden one day you have to give instruction.
Oh, that's such a learning experience.
Yeah.
You have to learn to be patient, and you forget what it's like to learn. So actually, to begin with, I started taking tennis lessons, so I would probably understand the fact that a coach, I realized what a novice I was at tennis, and how the teacher must be so frustrated with me. So I took that kind of over into my teaching figure skating to be more patient.
You connected up with Todd fairly early and for a long period of time, and continued to collaborate with him. How did that connect occur?
Todd was from Cape Cod, and my wife family lived on the Cape. And through that, they were friends. I think my wife's stepmother was friends with Todd's mom. And he came out one summer at a skating camp in Rochester, New York, when he was 10. And he's 40 now, and we're still working together. He's doing some coaching. He's still touring with Stars and Ice. So it's been a great coach and business and friendship. It's been awesome.
Is he looking to you to help him how to coach?
No, I wouldn't even go there. I mean, no coach wants to be told how to do things.
Right.
So he does a great job. He's learning to be patient, and I want him to have his own style.
Yeah. Was there a role model for you when you were skating? When you looked on ABC Sports and stuff? Was there somebody that said?
Actually, I don't really remember. I mean, there were many. I mean, of course, you go back to the old days, Dick Button. But I think at that time, I probably looked up to mostly the skaters that were killed in the airplane crash. Doug Ramsey, who died in the airplane crash, was, I thought, a phenomenal skater, and I wanted to be like him.
Yeah. When you look at talent, do you kind of see it, sense it? For example, you're looking at a boatload of people here today. Are you able to visualize that some of these skaters have great potential?
Yes, you can. You get an idea of a chance. You see great balance, you see great speed, posture. You can tell in their face whether they love to skate or they have to skate. So you get that feeling from them, but then also you have to be with a skater for a while to understand whether they have the discipline, they have the mentality, and the patience to pursue it. It's very complicated. I mean, you have to have the athletic part of it, but then you have to have the head game also.
Tara Lipinski.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking Olympic champion. I mean, that had to be so exciting. How did you connect with her?
Tara was working with a coach, I think, in Delaware. And for some reason, the parents, I think, wanted to change. So she came to Detroit. She worked with me for a week, and then they decided to stay with me.
That was the audition?
I don't like those terms. I guess that's probably true.
Yeah.
But I really loved Tara, her love of the sport, and you didn't have to tell Tara to do anything. She was always one step ahead of everybody.
Right.
Very aggressive, just a wonderful hard worker.
The day comes, and we're talking Olympic gold medal. Did you ever, maybe obviously that's got to be the pinnacle in your business.
Yes.
What was your reaction when you kind of got the results?
Well, it's a relief. There's a lot of stress that goes into that.
Yeah.
And I think when she skated the way she did, That's tremendous relief because no matter what happened, she gave what she could do, and then you never know what the judges are going to do. So when she won, it was just a surprise because she was against Michelle Kwan, who was a favorite and terrific. So it was a surprise, a relief, a surprise. I think it's after the fact you realize, wow, I had an Olympic champion.
Yeah. And she sort of retired, didn't she?
Tara went on tour for a while, and then she had some hip problems. I think she had some hip surgery, so she took some time off. And then I think she kind of decided to try the Hollywood stuff. And she has been out there for a while. I'm glad to hear she's back in the sport a bit with commentating, and it's nice to see her back active in the sport.
When they throw the mic in front of you, talk about commentating, and they're in that, the eye of the world is looking at Richard Callaghan and the skater. What do you feel like? I mean, you got that big camera, the world is watching you.
You're just focused on your work. You're not really aware of anything else.
Yeah.
You just remember what you've done to get ready. You've got your demeanor that hopefully will help your student, and you're just into the zone. So you don't really know of anything going on.
Are you conscious though that if being over emotional one way or the other, that's...
No, I'm not. I have probably been always accused of being a little boring, not getting too over the top or too mad. So it's kind of even keeled, and I think sometimes people would like to see me jump up and down, and I just don't do that.
Did you jump up and down when Todd Eldred finished his last long program at the 2002 Olympics? I mean, that was the finale.
You know, that's another memorable moment. That's huge because he was away for a while. He came back. Olympics were in the U.S. in Salt Lake, and I knew this was going to be his last program. And for him to walk away from that event, skating as strong as he did, didn't matter about the placement, as strong as he did, in front of the home country crowd, and the crowd, the respect that the crowd gave him, that was a fantastic moment.
You talked about that being one of your key moments. Well, other than Tara's Olympics, what else? What other big moments in your life?
Actually, there's not a... I've had the big moments, Olympics and the other skaters winning worlds, but I think the thing I'm most proud of is working with a 10-year-old to, I think he was maybe like 21 or 22 when he finally won Worlds. So to take somebody from the very beginning, go up through the ranks, teach them this jump, that spin, try and package it so it works, and the fact that I got somebody from the beginning and made it happen for that person. I'm very lucky. Of course, you have to work hard to get that luck, but I'm very happy with the kids that I work with, and having an Olympic champion and 3 world champions, I feel really good about that.
Jamestown, New York, first time here.
Yeah.
You certainly know Kirk and Liddell. Well, what's this facility like, and what's their reputation in your business?
This facility is awesome, and I'm glad I've seen it because I've heard it from Kirk and Liddell. I've heard before what they did and whatever, but you have to really see it to appreciate how great it is. I give them a lot of credit. They've been here for years. They're instrumental in I guess, pulling this all together. I wish this building were in my city. I think it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, we're very proud of it, and proud that people like Richard Callaghan are here in Jamestown, New York.
It's been fun.